Hi, I'm Second Sonic, and I'm an Aussie doctor who plays Magic the Gathering. The GG Tour Set Championship qualifier is over, the first major tournament following the standard ban announcement this week, where Auron's Epiphany, Divide by Zero, and Faceless Haven got the axe. Orzhov Control and Midrange were the big winners, as the most played archetype, boasting a win rate of up to 68%. In fact, Orzhov decks made over half of the top 25 from the tournament. So let's have a look at the deck using an amalgamation of those decks from the top 25. We start with Eyetwitch and Shambling Ghast as our 1-drops. Most decks ran 4 of one and 2 of the other with a roughly even split, so we'll average them out and include 3 of each. For 2-drops, most opted for 3 each of Ambitious Farmhand to hit land drops, and Professor of Symbology as more ways to access our lessons from the sideboard, which we'll get to in a minute. Deadly Dispute and Rite of Oblivion were 4-ofs in just about every deck, the latter notably being preferred over Vanishing Verse, seeing only 2 copies on average, presumably due to the extra flexibility provided by Rite of Oblivion in being able to target all non-land permanents, as well as its extra value from Flashback. 3 copies of Meathook Massacre was the board clear of choice, and a grindy win condition in itself. Some lists opted for a mini snow package with Blood on the Snow, but with so few basic lands in this deck, so much graveyard hate going around, and the Faceless Haven ban, it hardly seems worth it in my opinion, so Meathook seems to be the way to go. Now, Wedding Announcement is the absolute star and MVP of this deck, and an easy 4-of in all variants. It's got card draw, token generation, and an Anthem effect, all for 3 mana. The biggest point of contention, however, is Welcoming Vampire versus Edgar Charmed Groom. The former providing card draw with just about every creature and token in the deck, and the latter an ever-recurring threat. I've included 2 of each for reference, but interestingly every deck either opted for one or the other, not both. Agadeem's Awakening and Hagra Mauling were the most popular modal dual-face lands, providing a bit of extra board recovery and removal at minimal cost. While not really synergizing with the rest of the deck, a 1/3 line of Legion Angel was featured in just about every list, presumably for its sheer value. However, time will tell whether it's worth the 3 sideboard slots that it takes up. Rounding out the main board are 2 copies each of Sorin and Lolth, both providing token generation and card draw in the 1 Planeswalker. Moving to lands, Hive of the Eye Tyrant was the creature land of choice, with the ability to exile cards from the opponent's graveyard, making it the most control-orientated of the lot. Filling out our lands is a clean 4 plains, swamps, pathways, and slow duels. While the main boards showed a little variation, the sideboard appeared almost identical in most lists. 3 each of Doomskar and Go Blank as additional board clear and discard graveyard hate. Finishing up, we have the usual lesson package of Environmental Sciences, Necrotic Fumes, Pest Summoning, Confront the Past, and Mascot Exhibition. So now that we have a front runner for best deck in field, how do we beat it? Well, Spikefield Hazard seems to be the cleanest answer to Eyetwitch and Shambling Ghast. Snakeskin Veil, on the other hand, is your best bet against targeted exile like Rite of Oblivion and Vanishing Verse. Artifact and enchantment removal to deal with Meathook Massacre, Wedding Announcement, and Edgar's Coffin will be paramount from this point on, with the likes of Cathar Commando and Outland Liberator being serious mainboard considerations, along with a Braid and Tangle Trap in the sideboard. Disdainful Stroke remains as powerful as ever, here dealing with Sorin, Edgar, and Lolth. While Magic Missile is a rather spicy, clean answer to Lolth, dealing with both spiders and the Planeswalker herself in one go. So there's a few options out there, but for now, we welcome our new Orzhov overlords. As always, if you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment below.